Kingdom people, this is They Want Access to Your Favor Part 2. And so, yesterday, I recorded a video. I had a message that they want access to your favor. And so, later, God reminded me that I forgot a very important point. And so I was led to do a second part. So we've already discussed in the first video how they want access to your favor because after attempting to defeat you over and over and over through many means, including their dark art practices and paying people to take you down or affect you in a very negative, unpleasant manner, they realize you can't be defeated. They try to stop you, obviously, realized they couldn't do that, which is why they resorted to trying to defeat you, because they couldn't stop you. They couldn't keep you from moving forward. So they wanted to try to defeat you by taking you down, which is all pretty much one and the same, yet there is a slight difference. Only because after trying to stop you, they realized you couldn't be stopped because you just kept going. So they figured if they take you down, if they resort to dark arts, definitely that will work. But then they realized you were unstoppable as well as undefeatable. In all of that, they learned that you were protected as well because of the attempts to defeat you, the attempts to pretty much destroy you, cause you some significant and serious harm, even unalive you in certain instances. Because of all that, they realize you have favor. They're watching you, so they are very aware that you have favor. It's very obvious. They want access to that favor in their life. They want access to that favor that you have in your life. They want it in their life. And so, excuse the noise. The man is out here doing his, he's working. He's doing his work. My window is up, but I don't know if you all can hear it. There he is going past. I'm at the park, the lake. Anyhow, here's the thing, Kingdom people. What God had to remind me of, as I said, that was so significant in this message, very much so, is that these people have tried to curse you over and over and over and over and over. And what has happened is that they are now cursed. And I heard this morning when God was reminding me again to redo this part 2. I heard him this time and now again say they are cursed with the curse. These people are cursed. Kingdom people, they know they are cursed. Scripture says he will curse those who curse you. And that's what has happened. They have attempted to curse you. And I like to say attempted because they can't curse you. But the point is, that was their intent. Their intention was to curse you. So, because of that, they are cursed with the curse. God said he will curse those that curse you. Now they're cursed. And they know that they are cursed. How do they know? They can feel it. They are feeling so much more different than they've ever felt in their life. They feel cursed. Firstly. Secondly, their lives are going down the drain. What they are experiencing, they have never experienced before. They realize that they are cursed because they came for you. They realize that because they have been coming for many people way before you. I want to say way before you. Yeah, way before you, but before you, period. And they were seemingly being okay. But not when they came against you. Things slowly started to spiral down. Their lives started to get out of control. I'm hearing their money is drying up. What God showed me about this particular situation, really a few people, but one in particular, I get this real strongly, where they have a job that they hate and they keep going. Their hours have went down and they keep going to this job that they really don't want to go to because they're trying to keep up. And they have a car, a vehicle that they have to keep up. They have a car note. And whatever else they have. In other words, they're trying to keep up. But what God pointed out to me about this particular person is they don't want to lose that car. So they keep going to this job that they hate. And they really hate this job. And in my situation, or it ain't my situation, but it's theirs, because they feel like I got it easy. So some people feel like you got it easy, kingdom people. And I'm just reminded of how there are some older people, you know, seniors, maybe in your 60s, your 70s, and you're not working like that anymore because you've done what you needed to do. So you have money set aside. I mean, you have income because you've done the work throughout the years. However God set you up, if you know what I mean, you got it. You're living sort of comfortably, freely. You're not going to work. And I mention this because God pointed this out to me. I know I have older people on my channel as well. And I found out because, you know, sometimes, you know, certain ones do share their experiences. And so sometimes they share their experiences. And so what happens is people come for them. And they're older. And many times these are younger people that are coming for them. So, kingdom people, listen, I had to pause this for a minute because there was a guy walking up, getting my attention. He was on the phone. He looked like he was in distress. He was coming over here. He was asking for help. So I rolled my window down just a little bit so I could hear him. He didn't speak English, but I could tell he needed help. And I could see on his phone, he was turning his phone towards me. And I could see emergency calls. So he was trying to get me to talk to who was on the phone. So I did. I'm like, hello. And I asked him to put it on speaker so I could hear. Anyhow, they were trying to find out where he was and what he had on. And, you know, asked me to direct them. I mean, if I seen the ambulance and everything. So anyhow, ambulance was coming. They were just trying to find out where his location was. So I told them where I was in the park and explained he was asking me, is he laying down on something? That's what they were asking. I said, no, he's standing by my car. I got my window rolled down just a little bit because I'm not sure. So anyhow, he was in distress. Ambulance is still out there. They got him, put him on a stretcher. I guess they're working on him in an ambulance. He did seem like he was in pain, but you know, you can't be sure these days. So I was helping him, trying to help him, but being careful at the same time. So while I'm sitting here and all this was going on, while they were getting him, because they were like really almost not too far from our vehicle, God was just speaking to me about how these people are cursed. And I'm not saying that's the case with this man. But God started speaking to me. He was saying that they in distress. They in pain. They got some things going on. And what he said is, he said they need your help. And they feel like you're the only one that can help them. And here's the thing. There's no one else right over here in this park where I met. There's some cars. Well, they're gone now. Another one looked like it just pulled up. But they so far further down. And as I said, I don't know, he came to me. I guess because I was closer. I don't know. But what God was saying, they feel like you the only one that can help them. That's a whole nother message that he gave me, and I'm going to let him speak to me some more around that. So stay tuned for that. But God was just showing me that they have some serious things going on because of what they did towards you. I was just speaking about this person that before I had to pause it, before all that happened, how this person is, oh my God, God giving me more. They're going to a job that they can't stand, and they feel like I got it easy, which Kingdom people, I don't. I'm not saying I got it hard, but I have to work. I just happen to work for myself. I happen to be building and working my own businesses. Yeah, but I have to work. It's still work. It's a little more freeing, but it's more work. It's like how when people have said, maybe you've heard this, people who own their own business, they have to be more responsible for everything. Of course, unless they delegate certain things and outsource certain things. And sometimes it takes time to even get there, depending on, what it is and where they are in their the growth and the development of their businesses. But the point is, this kind of people is still work. It's not like people that you laying around like doing nothing. You have to work. If you're not putting in the work, you're not gonna make no revenue. So this person in particular know that I don't punch no clock. So they trying to figure out what I do. And they just feel like I got it easy. As I said, I work. They want to know what I do because they want it easy. But remember, they done been doing all kind of crazy stuff coming for me, trying to destroy me, trying to bring me down. Now, going back to the older people, excuse me, I didn't mean to say elderly, but you all get what I'm saying. Sometimes it is just that, though. Some of these people be not just people, their peers, but I'm talking about younger people. I experience this quite a bit, that be tripping on older people. Not that I'm that old like that, but because they kind of feel like they have it made. They don't have to work. Well, they've worked their life. They live their life. They're still living their life, but they don't have to do all those things anymore. They're of a certain age. And younger people be coming for them. The reason being because they feel like they got it. And they want what they got. They see the favor on their lives, and they want that favor. They want access to that favor on their lives, in their lives. And again, they have went through extremes to try to come for them, battle with them, even, do their little dark arts towards them. And these people, and I'm talking about people of a certain age, our seniors, they still good. And I'm speaking specifically of the ones that still kind of mobile, you know what I'm saying, still, and I'm no shade to the ones that are not, but either way, they're favored. The favor of God is on them, and people see that. These kind of people see that, and they want access to it. It's unfortunately, people think that older people, sometimes they don't even know how old they are because they look so good for their age. But even if they do know, or have some kind of idea, they see them as vulnerable, as if they should be naive and they should be able to play on them to get what they want out of them. They want access to that favor. Many of us kingdom people, because we are chilled and we're laid back and we're unbothered and we ain't all over the place and we handle our business, they tend to think that we're weak, we're stupid, we're naive, and we're not that. Because we won't react and respond and battle with them. They think that we're, how they say, they take your kindness for weakness. And some of us, we know about that. Some of us, we came from some places. So it ain't like we don't know about it. We just ain't about that anymore. And if we have to be about it, we would. But the truth is, not with them. Not for the reasons and for what they're trying to pull out of us. And so, kingdom people, listen. They cursed. They know they cursed. They see you blessed. They see the favor over your life. They want access to your favor because they trying to come up out of that curse. And they feel like that favor on your life will relieve them of that curse. They want your covering. They want your favor. They want access to the favor of God on your life because they know they are cursed. And here's the kicker. They know they are cursed because they came for you. Now they need that favor you got.